What up? Jeff here with all my ICP Renegades. And today we have a good episode today, and we're wondering what happened to the internet computer ICP coin today. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about what is going on in the news for the internet computer this week. Just a little bit of stuff. I don't want to go too much into that. There's other people that cover that really well. So we're just going to look at a lot of different things like Blockchain Pill. He does the weekly kind of roundups very well. So we're just going to kind of go into stuff. Then we're going to, at the end, we're going to see what happened today with that. But there's a lot of things going on. We're going to look at the overall news in the market and some of the FUD that was out here today. Let me just get this shared over to Twitter real quick. And if you guys want to share it as well, that'd be great. Let's get this here. All right. So this will just take 1 second. Then we'll get into the news real quick. I will answer all questions at the end. That way, I just want to stop the possibility of me not being able to share my screen. So that's what we're going to do here. Let me just share this live now. All right, let's put some emergency. All right, there we go. Sweet. Okay. So let's get this started now. I'm going to share my screen. Hey, Palanga. Oh, man, you're here really early, and Clipser, all my mods are here. Great to see. Thank you guys for being here. It means a lot. Palanga's a champ. She's helped me so much with this new project. Before we get started in that, I do want to make an announcement about our launching our NFT. I really was excited about our partnership with Yummy, and I still am, and I hope we can list on there one day. Maybe we can work something out, or they can fix their KYC so where the US participants can enjoy their marketplace. It was such an unfortunate thing because we were going to partner with them. They were going to give away free NFTs for the KYC, and just things didn't work out, and we really want to make this project the best for everybody. So we're going to launch it on Intrapot Tonic. We have all the files. We have all of the stuff. We just need to create some banners for the launch pad, and we're going to go ahead and launch there. And then hopefully we might be able to take some of those extra NFTs and launch on Yummy and just have my co-founder do it because he should be able to KYC. That will be cool. So I just want to let you know that there's been a lot of confusion because we were tweeting out on Twitter, and then we found out that I wasn't able to KYC with the form of ID that I have. So and a lot of people were telling me, like people that are my mentors, like were telling me that, but I wanted to honor my co-founder because he's worked really hard on this. It was kind of his idea to launch on Yummy, and I feel kind of bad for it because he really worked hard. But we're gonna put that hard work to use over on Intrapot. And then maybe we can launch a second project on Yummy, generation 2 of that NFT. So I will update you. I have been talking with people from Intrapot, and they're going to help us, kind of get it figured out. And we have Slayfin from Boxy Dude. Shout out him. He's going to help us get that uploaded so that we don't make any mistakes. And yeah, it's going to be great. So let's get into some news now. We have a lot to talk about today. There's just a ton going on in the market, in the news, everything. And we're going to start here with what is going on the internet computer right now. And Definity, go follow them on Twitter because they are posting huge stuff. They really support the ecosystem and the people building on it. So we're going to go into this right now. ICP is leading the way in groundbreaking blockchain innovation, poised for remarkable milestones. So let's explore the 5 big things that transpired this week. So this is why I was saying that normally Blockchain Pill covers this, but this was a good tweet and I had to show it. So Disruptives Hub, and this is something that we talk about on the channel, is ICP Hubs. And I am hopefully going to, work with ICP Hub North America or try to do outreach in my city here, because I think a lot of people would benefit from knowing about the internet computer in Seattle, which is part of ICP Hub North America, Canada, US. And maybe they can make like a Seattle chapter and I could run that. I don't know. But that is what I'm looking to do, is really help spread the local chapter of ICP Hub in my city. If you guys want to do that, I would definitely recommend contacting some of these hubs or Dfinity themselves and come up with a plan. And maybe if they don't have a hub near you, or if there's in your region, maybe they can do like a sub chapter in your region, and you can do events there, collaborate them with them when they come, and just hold down your area when they're gone, right? So the growth continues after they leave because they travel the whole region. I really think that would be a good thing. So, and they're already doing big things right now. So Disruptive Hubs Accelerator Program saw 100 plus applications eager to leverage ICP's capabilities. So there's 10 standout projects in diverse sectors, and they were handpicked to build on the internet computer. So ICP.Hub Indonesia Incubator is live for the first day, live, and the first day was filled with incredible energy, innovative ideas, and passionate entrepreneurs. ICP is nurturing tech innovation and building a dynamic community that's ready to shape the future. Man, I resonate with this so much. I'm so sad that I missed the ICP North America in Bellevue, which is Seattle, basically. But maybe they'll come back, or maybe I can do an event myself, collaborative with them. So we'll see. In collaboration with UAN official Lazana Tres, supported by ICP Hub LATAM, which is South America, right? Orchestrated the inaugural ICP hackathon in Latin America. I guess that would be, yeah, Latin America. Over 180 tech aficionados and developers joined forces, forming 20 dynamic teams. So there is huge stuff going on. There's a lot of partnerships. At the Astro Hackathon in Mexico, it must be all LATAM. Okay. So Demergent Labs and ICP Hub LATAM, over 100 talented students with diverse backgrounds learn how to build on the internet computer. And Demergent Labs, I was on the Code and State channel, and they were talking about this as a great project. They're teaching a lot of innovation, just doing cool things. They were talking about this on our channel, actually, and it was an in-person event. So that's pretty interesting how they do that, and just get innovation around the globe. That'd be cool if Victor ICP Squad went there. He's in Mexico, so that's the homie. Access the newly launched CK ETH test version. We talked about this, the CK Sepolia ETH. And so this is pretty cool if you want to check it out. I definitely recommend coming over here, following Dfinity. I can actually share this tweet with you guys, and then you can go over there and follow them yourself right here. So you can do that. But let's get into the next part. After the CK Sepolia ETH. So following a community vote, the Internet Computer now introduces new WASM instrumentation currently being implemented across its subnet. The WASM instrumentation is a process where the replica adds certain pieces of code to the WASM binaries uploaded by devs. So that's cool. And then WA, Washington. See, Internet Computer is supposed to be in Washington. It doesn't really look like the state, but we're definitely showing an alert because we need the Internet Computer in Seattle. We do. It needs to be here. So, exciting news from a dev team. A version manager is set to debut on DFX soon. Participate in the lively DFX version manager naming thread on the forum, where the majority rules the vote. So version manager is coming to DFX. What should we call it? Pick your favorite or suggest new ones on the Dfinity forum or ICP forum. So that's pretty cool. That's what's going on. I would recommend coming over and following Dfinity developers as well, because they just have some amazing stuff. They really support the development of the internet computer. That's what we want to see. So this is what happened today, and we're gonna look at this at the end. Actually, I do want to show you this here, but first, because Dominic Williams, man, this guy is obviously a gamer. and a game builder and really likes gaming, which is another reason I just think he is the right person to lead this revolution in technology, this evolution of our current technology, in a revolution to take on all the central authorities, gaming, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, all the data storage, Amazon Web Services coming after the #1 spot. So this is a great article about why the Neopets founders are building their next game on the internet computer. So Neopets is a long time project, and now they are building a game called Dragons on the internet computer. And we'll go into that in a minute, but I just wanted to reference this tweet, and Definity also tweeted out for this article. And at Neopets, you can come check them out over here, the official channel for all things Neopets. Check out the latest news, connect with the community, and share your creations using #Neopets. So that's pretty cool. Neopets founders are taking their next game on chain. Using the internet computer, a developer would save in so many ways. No need for cloud service providers, firewalls, or security software. Dragons game on why they chose ICP. And we will go into that. Let's see, I already tweeted that out. So actually, let me link this in the comments as well so that you can come follow along with me if you would like. And we're going to read this article and we'll see why this big game chose the internet computer. So why the original Neopets creators are building Dragons MMORPG on ICP. So this was written by Jenny Jordan, and this is blockchaingamer.biz. So the third time's a charm. At least that's what Neopets creator Adam Powell and Donna Powell are looking to fulfill with their latest title, Dragons. While this 3D MMORPG, which is just mass multiplayer online role-playing game, was the initial idea the couple had for the late 1990s hit Neopets. Neither the pet game nor Game Studios Meteor's attempt of building it turned out as intended. This time, with the growing number of on-chain game launches and the quickly advancing Web3 technology, timing is certainly in their favor. But this 100% on-chain MMO fantasy world has more going for it. Well, initiated as a Web3 game as early as 2014 by a global team including developers from Neopets, Meteor Games, Disney, Bullfrog, PurePlay, Playtika, and Jam City, Dragons is currently preparing to roll out a small-scale pre-alpha test among its community. Intrigued to learn more about the game, its blockchain adoption, and what to expect ahead, we contacted co-founder Donna Powell for an interview. So blockchaingamer.biz, from Neopets to Dragons, can you tell us more about the backstory of making games and especially the team behind Dragons? Donna Powell. Adam began coding games at the age of 5. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know if I believe that, but that's crazy if you did. It started with choose your own adventure games, then progressed to multi-user dungeons, then web-based games. Adam and I started Neopets together in 1999. Between us, we were the developers, database engineers, game designers, writers, artists, graphic designers, and community support staff until we were able to scale up the team. Once we could scale, Adam focused on the development and I focused on the design side, but we always focused on the creative direction together. We love making games that make us feel good. That's why it is important to us that our games are family friendly, fair, and not driven by profitability. All of the team had been avid gamers for decades. Some of our favorite games included Dungeon Keeper, Dark Age of Camelot, World of Warcraft, Slime Rancher, Ocarina of Time, that's one of my favorite games of all time, and Graveyard Keeper. Many of those influences you'll find in Dragons. That is really cool. Zelda Ocarina of Time is awesome on the Game Boy. We are working with a studio composed of many ex-Meteor games staffed to develop Dragons. They bring a wide range of expertise from working on Syndicate at Bullfrog to developing Monopoly Go on mobile devices. So that's cool. You can come read the rest of this. I do want to go over this. 3 years on the blockchain gaming landscape has changed significantly. In what ways has this impacted your development of the game? The technology has matured enough to make building on a blockchain, in particular the internet computer, a viable option. We now have all the tools needed to make something truly remarkable. And their goal is to make the game self-sufficient. It will feed itself with the tokens it needs in order to fund the cycle, and then it turns into a monster that keeps chugging away. It is designed to make enough to pay employees, cover costs, and future developments. We'll never sacrifice gameplay for profit, and that I resonate with that. So again, I would definitely recommend. I tweeted this or put the link in the comments so you can check it out. Now let's move on here. So a big problem in the last bull market, even with Elon Musk taking Bitcoin out of Tesla as a payment for buying the car, was the fact that Bitcoin was not green. It is a proof of work blockchain, which means it uses high energy to create blocks, right? It takes computer power. And so basically it takes a lot of energy. It was cut down a lot, but it still is proof of work, so it is energy intensive. Now, the Internet Computer Blockchain contributor, Dfinity, is developing the technology for a global standard to incentivize recycling activities by Jamie Crawley, CD, and I'm definitely going to be following him. But that's pretty cool. I would definitely like to take a little bit look at this article, just kind of a skim over it. They're building a carbon credit inspired tech for waste management. So the not-for-profit foundation, Jamie Crawley, CoinDesk, the not-for-profit foundation is working with management consultancy Roland Berger, who introduced the voluntary recycling credits standard in June, which is inspired by the carbon credit market. So that's pretty cool. You can actually come check this out. I will also link this. There's so much going on the internet computer, from them taking over the world with their ICP hubs to carbon credit. Everything that we need to be successful in the next bull run is happening already. So, and again, another ICP hub, CGG, meets up in Dubai. And the panel discussion was fire. ICP Hub Bulgaria, ICP Hub Dubai, ICP Hub India, and ICP Hub Singapore, and Canesso Emilio. Oh, is that Emilio? I think that's a different Emilio. Oh, no, that's Emilio. Okay, delve deeper into the world of ICP. Stay tuned for more updates from Dubai. Like I said, internet computer, wherever you're at, join the hub, go to these meetings, get out there, spread the word, learn what's going on the internet computer, find out how you can be a part of it, build a project on there, support a community, just do something, go learn what they're doing over there so you can share it with other people. Just get out there and support your region, support this new technology that obviously cares about, the carbon footprint that it makes. It cares about, gaming. It cares about all of the things that really matter, right? So that's why, again, I just resonate them from always getting beat up to get, beat down to getting back up to all of this stuff. Those are sick shoes too, by the way. They look like Brooks. Definitely look like Brooks, but those are sick. Let's see. Those ones are pretty chunky too. What are those? Are those what the heck are those? Okay, anyway. But now that we got the news out of the way, which is actually everything. So I love the ICP hubs, but when are we going to translate this to more online presence? Blockchain communities are mostly online and visibility is important. So I have an answer to that. I would definitely say that is important as well. But what is different, right? There's a lot of bad actors online. So it's really hard to tell when you have, say, 500 people online that are attending an event, how many of those are actually legit people that are good for, the community, how many are bots, how many, there's just a lot of bad actors out there. And what this does is it allows those bad actors to not be able to do anything that is, kind of, I wouldn't say dangerous, but, hurtful to the community, whether it be harassing people, because you can hide in an anonymous way online. When you go to these events in person, you see these people. You can't hide behind some anon thing, and it makes it a lot easier to connect with people, to share your ideas and get feedback in person. But I definitely agree with what you're saying. That we do need to have a bigger online visibility and have these events, maybe have like an ICP hub Bulgaria online, version that handles the online, and then still keep, what they're doing there, and just kind of expand what they're doing. But these are really smart people. So if they're not doing it, there's probably a bigger reason behind it. So I just kind of follow their lead. And if I see something that, I think could change, which I do agree that we need a bigger online presence, but we got to get people interested in person first, and also work on that as well. So definitely agree with that. So this is news in crypto today. What is going on? What's going on with the internet computer? Why did it pump all the way up to about 326 to be dumped right back down? Why did Bitcoin pump to 30K? Well, if you've been following any news today, you already know. I was actually listening to a podcast earlier, and they were talking about this, Crypto Roundtable on Twitter. Check it out. They have really good spaces. I was actually a speaker on one of them, just kind of like a fly on the wall. I said a couple things, but I was very, very happy to be a part of that crypto roundtable. And they just talk about all sorts of cool stuff. So I figured that I would put this in my videos. Why, what is going on? Sometimes FUD happens, sometimes misinformation happens, and it was by a reputable source, Cointelegraph, which I don't blame them. They had bad news that came out. Just like everybody else, they ended up posting it, and then they had to retract it. But that's part of being a journalist, right? Sometimes fake news happens. You have to get up, you have to admit your fault, and you have to set the record straight. Now, it doesn't mean that it's great for the crypto industry at large, but it did pump the price. The bad thing with Bitcoin pumping and dumping like that is it actually beats down the altcoins. So you're going to see that we pumped up with Bitcoin, and we're going to go over that, and then we dumped further than Bitcoin dumped after the pump, and that's what I call the Bitcoin hammer. It uses the Bitcoin dominance for a quick pump, and then Bitcoin will dump back almost to the same level, and altcoins will go down. It's the way that they slam the altcoins into the ground in the bear market. It doesn't work quite as well in the bull market, but it can happen. So Bitcoin surges on fake BlackRock ETF approval news. Misinformation ripples through crypto markets. So fake news, don't read all about it. Stop. Use reason. So we'll just kind of go over this part. On a bustling Monday, the cryptocurrency-focused news platform Cointelegraph broadcasted that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has given the green light to BlackRock's iShares Spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. The unverified news spread like wildfire, and in its wake, the value of Bitcoin soared over 10% against the US dollar without any official confirmation from either SEC or BlackRock. So then they unverified BlackRock ETF news, and it sends Bitcoin skyrocketing. Oh, the unverified BlackRock ETF news. So it went skyrocketing. I don't know why they're really blaming Cointelegraph. They can kind of blame them for jumping the gun, but they wanted to be the first to the scoop. And the first to the scoop wins, right? And it actually blew up. And then, when they found out they were wrong, they did a retractal. So that is what they should do. But it's unpredictable, right? In crypto. So we just got to be aware of that. Don't always take this news, especially if it's only from one news source. I would definitely check that other news sources are supporting what they're saying. So again, I don't blame Cointelegraph. Honest mistake. They didn't do it on purpose. So let's get into some price action now. We're going to look at kind of the volume. We're going to look at this kind of scam wick. This volume is absolutely beautiful. This is what we want to see. We want to see over 22 million. If we can get this up, or 23, nice. If we can get this up, or at least stay at this to 25 for a few days, today's Monday. If we can hit over 20 mil all week this week, get up to 330 and then hit 30 mil, 35 mil, I see us really, really pumping. Now, this is the wick that I was talking about. I actually was able to get out. I had made some purchases down here, had some ICP from below $3, and I was able to sell at 325. It went up to 325 on Coinbase. So it looks like Binance, it only went to 322. It started like the price still said like 315, but the price was the price on the top wasn't matching the price on the actual chart. It said 325, but the chart said like 314 still, or 315, I think it was. But I was able to sell it at like 320 or 319, or so I don't know, something like that. But I was able to take a nice little profit. And then it goes down again, and you could buy right back in at 315. So that's pretty cool, but that's what happens with Bitcoin, right? And it kind of knocks the price down. Luckily, we did have a bit of a recovery here, and we're going to look into that more. But we are 33 on the list. Volume is going up on all cryptocurrencies, which is nice to see. That means the market is starting to recover because we're super bearish, right? So what happened? Well, we already know that the fake news. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. I just want to show you what happened with the price of Bitcoin really quick so that you can kind of understand why the internet computer went up and down and all around and just kind of jumping everywhere. So as you see this wick right here on the hour, and this is a really, really good comparison if you kind of look at them side by side. This wick right here on the internet computer, this proves my hypothesis that when Bitcoin goes up and then back down, the price will go up with it. Pretty nice, but it will go back down when the price goes down. And this is very true. If you look at this candle right here, you can see that it went all the way up, which is a candle, and then it closed back down here, which is the candle body. So I'll put two lines here so that you can see this line, and then all the way up, I believe, yeah, right here. So about 326. So I already have a line there. So it went from here all the way up here and then back down here. And it actually did go lower to right about here. So this is kind of a crazy little wick. It went all the way down here, closed here, after it pumped all the way up to here. Now, if we look at Bitcoin, the same thing. You can see, except it's green volume, pumps all the way up, back down, but you see the price continues to go up. And then if we look at the internet computer, the price goes down because that's what happens with the Bitcoin hammer. So we did start to go up a little bit here. If we look at the Bitcoin, after that, we did go up. Then we got a red candle here, and that down pushed this way down. See that candle right here? This little candle, see how we go way up with Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin goes barely down, and it absolutely tanks us to the bottom. But the cool part is it created a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 hour chart. I wish I could have looked at this a few hours ago. I could have told you before that if we break this neckline, it would go up. But then what happens? We test it here, have a nice pump, and then we break through that back down. So that is kind of what's going on in the short term. But I really want to point this out because this is the Bitcoin hammer. We pump way up, even go up a little bit. ICP does start to go up until Bitcoin dumps. Even when Bitcoin has a wick up like this and we close bullish, it will continue to move the price of the internet computer up, like you see here. But then when Bitcoin reverses, even if it goes back to the same level as over here and then back up, it pushes the price of the internet computer down until the next time that it breaks that resistance level. Then we go up again with it, and then we hit the downtrend, big candle, breaks support, and it absolutely breaks support for the internet computer and drops it even further than Bitcoin. So I just want to point this out, the Bitcoin dominance, especially when the Bitcoin dominance to the dollar is pumping, it really does affect the altcoins because of the Bitcoin dominance, right? You know, there's a DXY for the dollar to Bitcoin. there is a DXY for the dollar, also a chart for Bitcoin to the US dollar, and it kind of coincides with that. So that's something I really want to point out for you to understand. Now, if we go down and we look at the RSI, we will get into moving averages, but you can see also when Bitcoin broke this moving average, which is the EMA 9 on the 1 hour, the 9-hour candle, 9 hours of 1 hour candles, you can see that it tested right here, and then we broke it down here on the EMA 9 on the 1 hour with ICP. So that level of support is pretty important. See, this one tested it on the internet computer right here, tested that EMA 9, but when Bitcoin broke its EMA 9 on the 1 hour, you can see that the internet computer breaks down further than Bitcoin because it doesn't have as much market dominance. And that's what happens. And as you see here, we are below this. Even with the big wick up with Bitcoin, we just go up to test this. Then we get the Bitcoin dump, goes back down, test it again. We do break out here, but we failed to stay above it. So we break down. This was the test of that level on a nice level, but Bitcoin brought us back down. We broke the EMA 9 on the 1 hour and ended up under the RSI, which is now resistance, which is going to be coinciding with the EMA 9. The good thing is it cooled us off a little bit. We started to get overbought up here. Tested being overbought, really kind of cooled down, even with this big Bitcoin wick, which we do like to see, which actually happened right here. And then after that, when we went up, it's mainly where the candle body closes though, right? This candle body went below this. Now, can we find an instance where we just wick below it? Yeah, right here. So if you look at this one, when the wick, which is this skinny part on the bottom of the candle, goes under the resistance, but the candle body closes above it, then we continue moving upwards because that's a test of that level. So that's a big thing to understand. But when the body goes below it and we go up, see how it test it, candle body close above it, candle body close below it, test it, broke out. Right, and then continue going, test it, broke down because we didn't even have a wick down there, right? The candle body closed on the EMA 9, then the next one we break it because of Bitcoin. So that is definitely something very interesting that I'd like to show you on the 1 hour. We will get to questions, so let me know all your questions, and then if I need to go back in the chart to answer them, I will. We're going to do that at the end, though, so we don't make any mistakes with our camera. So I do want to look at the 4 hour chart. And again, if we take this and we really compare it side by side with Bitcoin, we can really see what is happening to the internet computer. What's happening? What happened to ICP? And as you see, look at this. Bitcoin on the 4 hour is absolutely overbought. There is selling pressure galore. We're up to 76. Anything over 70, as you see in the green, means now there is selling pressure. The buying pressure is gone. Right, we moved up too fast, and it's because of this right here. We actually started with a nice big candle right here, wicked up on this 4 hour. And then if we go and look at that side by side with the internet computer, you can see this wick right here, which will coincide with this wick right here. Hold on, 3. Okay, I think it was this one. Yeah, so this wick right here, my bad. This one over here, and then that is this one, and then another wick right here, which is this one. But then we close back down under this EMA 9 on the 4 hour, ended up breaking it, going up again, testing support. And it's very important that we close above 314.8 on the 4 hour, which we're testing right now as resistance, to continue this bullish uptrend. If we fail to close above that, go below the EMA 9, we are going to go back down to about this level right here. Come on. This level right here, about 313, and test that. And then if we break that, it's going to be a pretty big fall back down. I would say even to 310, and then we're going to have a big area right here. I would say at 306, 304. Those are levels that I would be watching on the shorter term. Now we can go to the week because I want to look at this week and see where we are on this RSI, the weekly RSI, because this is, oh my God, dude. Really? No way. Oh, we are testing it right now. This is the biggest level for the internet computer to become bullish. And I got to really get rid of these lines because now there's just too many of them. That's what happens when you do the short-term charts first. That's why I normally look at the week first, but that's okay. We'll get rid of this stuff here. There's got to be a way. I'm going to be talking with Six Figs. He knows the way to clear the whole thing. I'm going to ask him that because this is ridiculous trying to do all that. But we definitely had a big area of support right here, a big breakout. I like to see that. Very, very important. But this is the main thing that we're looking at right now. 326 is kind of where we wicked up to with the Bitcoin. And we went up to touch the EMA 9, which is the 9-week candle, the 9-week, 1-week candles, right? So 9 candles. And we are testing that breakout right now. If we get above that and we close the candle, let me get rid of some more of these lines. We actually are testing this big resistance level on this descending wedge as well, which is bullish. If we get above it, we are really going to start to move to the upside. And that is what I've been telling you for a long time. This RSI and this weekly EMA 9 are our biggest resistance that we got to get above to start turning bullish. And we are 0.0607 points away from breaking this. We're testing it even as we went up and wicked and got rejected. Let's move this falling wedge now so that you can see this. Let's get rid of this line. I just want to be able to show you guys. Oh my God, there's so much stuff here. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Dang it. Maybe now? Oh my God, dude, there's so many of them. Okay, one more, I think. All right. So you could definitely count this as a double bottom. I like to see that with the wicks too. I normally do candle body to candle body, but this does look like a V-shaped recovery. That is what it's more of a U-shaped recovery, but I'll count it as a V-shaped. We went up, we closed above this previous level right here, which is very, very important. So we need to stay above that. We need to get above 315, close above that, go up by the end of this week to touch this EMA 9 and close a candle above that with this volume at 25 million per day, 20 to 25 per day. And then we'll really start to move up if Bitcoin really starts to rally now. If Bitcoin does reverse, it's going to be a little bit harder. We could have an altcoin pump though with the Bitcoin reversal, especially with the Bitcoin dominance being as high as it is, it might not work as well. But with Bitcoin, being really a store of value, I really believe that it's going to lead the market into the next bull run, just like last time. And then you get into altcoins, now or at that time, and really ride the wave. So that's how you do it. Not financial advice, but as you see, we're super over bought right there. Let's look at the weekly on Bitcoin though, and let's see where the RSI is on Bitcoin. And it broke out of that RSI, right? So as you see up here, we were nice and bullish, got overbought right here, then broke down, kind of rode the line, broke under, broke support right there, went and tested it, bounced back down. So we tested it right here, which was the volume. You need volume to break these RSIs to keep moving to the upside. And then it went over here and broke out with a nice big wick. So it had a nice wick over here. Whoops. I don't know what just happened there, but hold up. Anyway, that was strange. Yeah, I think it just kind of zoomed it out. No, what the heck, bro? Anyway, let's move on from that. That really just messed everything up. So anyway, all I want to say is we have got to break this level, which will bring us above this. The cool thing is this bringing us closer to this weekly RSI is absolutely bullish. So that's what happened to the Internet Computer this week. All the news, all of the TA. Dude, yes! Thank you, bro. Double it. I dare you. I really appreciate that, my friend. That really helps out. I'm trying to be a little careful so I don't throw my computer and everything onto the ground. So this was a good video, man. I feel good today. You know, the price, everything just kind of fell into place. It's been kind of hard for me to make videos lately because I've made 1,500 videos, and sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas that are like beneficial not only to my channel but to give value to the community, to you guys. So I think we accomplished our goal today, thanks to you and your presence. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. You don't have to double it, but if you do, it will help. Just for dude, my guy's back and 6 figs. Yes, dude. I mean, that's like $5. That's like $5. Smash the like, $5. But $5 is $5 too. So, man, just having a good day today. Love the shoes. Yeah, shoes are fire, man. I'm a big shoes guy. Actually, let me 1 second. These are my favorite shoes right here. I haven't even worn them yet. Not these ones, but these ones. These are filthy. They're fishing shoes. If you look, they have a hook right there on the swoosh. Suede. My favorite color, too. Shablam. Trying to get some Nike SBs next. I have SBs, but I don't have SB Dunks. So these are my favorite. I haven't even worn these yet. Then my homie, one of the mods here, talked me into getting a pair of these. Shout out to Clipster. He actually has the same pair. I'm like, we can't wear them at the same time though, bro. I don't know if I want them. So I'm going to wait till he's done wearing them, wears his out, then I'll wear them. I wore them once, I think to church or something like that. I don't know. I haven't worn my suede ones yet though. Yep, I love shoes. Love shoes, man. Shoes are my jam. I also want to get a better actual leather jacket, a white one or a blue one. That'd be filthy, like a baby blue one. Okay, so let's get back into the chat. Thanks for the wonderful tip. We are glad you are part of the Bitcoin Renegades family. Yeah, and so I hope that listing on Intrapot will open the door for more investors. I am looking out for you guys at the same time. I want to be able to interact with any marketplace that my project is a part of. Now, if we have it on Intrapot and then Yummy, maybe I can manage Intrapot and Ashitoshi Dov can manage Yummy. We do a Gen 2 over there, or like a double, launch or something like that, because I really do want to partner with Yummy still. Great marketplace. Your KYC though is stopping you from getting business. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Yummy is awesome. I love that they bring ACH, which is Alchemy Pay Crypto, as a payment gate for crypto into their marketplace. I really wanted to use it. I was excited of our partnership and being on Yummy. I was okay with the community choosing that. If I wasn't, I would have just said, no, we're going to Intrapot, right? It's just things happen, and I have to look out for the best interests of my mods, the team, my co-founder, and the community. Like, that's my job as a founder, to look out for you guys, even if I have to make the tough calls. And that is something I'm willing to do, and I can do. That, it's just something that's built into me. I might not be the greatest at public speaking, but I can run a team, if I have a great team. I have to give credit to my mods and my team. Palanga, champion. Amar, champion. King Love, champion. All of my guys here that are moderators, just go follow them. They're great people. I want my mods to connect. We do stuff all the time. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. And thank you, community, for supporting. ICP Renegades is going to be awesome. We have big plans, you know, and we're following in the footsteps of some pretty, you know, amazing game developers and games like Neopets, Dragons, right? And you know, like Boxy Dude and iDark Studios games. And so we have big shoes to fill, but we're working with the right people. And like I said, I am not afraid to make those tough calls. So I really appreciate you guys. Six Figs. I owe that guy the world, bro. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be in this ecosystem still. I wouldn't be around because everybody just kind of like rejected me. And he was the first, I mean, Wendy let me on her show. You know, I have to shout her out for that because like everybody just rejected me. These people lifted me up. Internet Computer Definity helped me through some really hard times just by supporting my work, by, you know, making it easy for me to reach my milestones with guidance, you know, communication. And William Laurent, best grant manager I had besides Anna Escher. Herbert was great too. It's just, you know, things were hard at that point. I just want to shout all these people out. I'm not name dropping. I am giving credit where it is due. So my guy Clipster, again, thank you, bro. Those shoes are fire. I'm glad I got those, even though they're not, those are limited edition, but they're like overstocked. So they have a ton of them, but they're made very, very well. That's why I want the SB Dunks, because they last forever. I bought a pair of just regular SB Nike skateboarding shoes. I have like 3-4 pairs, like 3, I think. And they all have all their treads still. I've had them for years. They don't wear out. That's what's cool about Nike SB checks. So I think that's all we're going to have. Thank you again for the $5. That really helps to support the channel. It helps push this video into the YouTube algorithm. That is the main reason. I'm not greedy for money. Like, yes, it's a hard time in the bear market, but I have a lot of things going. It's just, you know, trying to stay caught up with everything. It really helps. It helps the channel, helps me, helps the community, and I really do appreciate it, man. So thank you. All right, guys, if you have anything else, you guys can reach out to me. Like Twitter is the best place, or you can join Open Chat. I always check Open Chat, Discover. All of the links are in the description below. If you need anything, like I have people DMing me all day long, asking me different things, and I can't, it takes a while to get to it, but I will get back to you and I'll help you with whatever you need if I can, or I will try to send you to the right place to get you support. So, all right, guys, that being said, goodbye. And good ICP. Bam!